This is a message from your guides reading for Sirius business. Okay, so I have at least one group stone here. I don't know if I have two now. And one that I pulled specifically for your reading. And I'm going to go ahead and surround this in some positive space with my green fluorite here. So this is the one that I pulled for you. Okay, so green fluorite is a heart chakra stone. It's also really connected to the earth. It's very grounding. It's very healing. It brings a lot of calm. This would actually be a really good one to have around. It really calms anxiety, it grounds, it centers, and it heals. So it's a really good stone for you to have around, I think. Okay, so then I have my sodalite here. I know this one is a group stone. Maybe this one is too, because this is the second Patreon reading I've done today, and I'm using it again. So maybe this is another group stone. So this is my sodalite, and this is a throat chakra stone. So really good for speaking your mind, setting boundaries, respecting yourself, and communicating what you think, what you feel, also communicating from your heart. And then it's also got some third eye energies in there as well. So it's really good for focusing your mind, meditation and things like that, mental clarity, mental focus, mental understanding as well. I'm getting a feeling of, oh, geez, again, I think they said something about this in one of your recent readings. Something about perspective. That's why they're saying understanding. They're talking about seeing things from an angle where you are detached. So seeing things where you can be kind of objective about it. You're not right here and attached. So it gives you this broader perspective, an angle where you can actually see what's happening. You can see things in a clearer, more authentic way where you're just seeing them as they are. And your guides are saying that that's really a childlike behavior. So they're saying that you definitely have a childlike quality. They're saying that you can call on that for this type of perspective. Because you want to keep your perspective light, see things in a kind of in a lighter way versus a heavier way. So kind of see the joy and see the humor in everything and in everyone around you. And don't get stuck in like a heavier emotion. And I feel like you can work with crystals too. You can even sit outside because it's good to take in, natural energies. It's good to take in energies from trees and the sun and the earth as well as the water. And kind of have all of those elements around you, and then work with crystals, which are really grounding and kind of help to clear your mind and your emotions, but also your energy field. of anything that it's storing. And it feels like this really more has to do with the energies from when you were a kid, and more like a teenager, it feels like. When you started sleeping all the time. Yeah, because they're saying it's only been around a year since that has really stopped and you've really broken free of that. So just keep in mind that there's a lot of energy that's still there that was stored, because if you're sleeping, then you're not really moving. So you're not really exercising a lot. You're not like removing a lot of emotions kind of through your body. You know, you're not regulating your energy throughout your body, and it's not flowing properly if it's stuck in this kind of sleep mode. So you were doing a lot of collecting, you were doing a lot of sleeping, so that means that you were doing a lot of collecting, and you were doing a lot of storing when it comes to your energy. And the way that it was processing things around it, things that were coming towards it, and even just things that you were feeling or saying or thinking in reaction to things around you, or even to yourself and things that you were going through. So there's a lot of energy that still needs to release. And that's part of what you're still going through, is that release of that energy. So you're still working through a lot of that energy. You're still kind of navigating through it. So part of the reason that they're saying these things about grounding and kind of shifting your perspective is so that you don't collect more. Because the whole point is that you are releasing what you already did collect. So in some ways, it's better to just feel emotions and hate them, but let them be. And even if they're disturbing or uncomfortable, just let them be there and withstand them, and learn to ground and meditate and actually work through the emotions. Then go to some escape, like eating or smoking, these things. It's like, or any other thing, any other kind of escape, but especially something that you're putting into your body, for the reason that it's like that is heavy. It's something that's heavy. And so it's coming into your space through your physical body, and it's like it's densifying or solidifying your energy field more. And so then whatever it collected during the day, it's just going to sit there. And so it's like you're kind of still in this habit of being in sleep mode and being in this denser energy. So even though you're really like becoming much more uplifted when it comes to your vibration, it's raising, rising, and it's becoming much more clear. At the same time, it's like you're still kind of in this pattern that you were in for years, so it's understandable that you would still be in it. So it's like you're still in this kind of sleep mode pattern, and so you still have to do something that will kind of densify your energy more. So you need to be really careful with those things since they don't allow your body to release. And your body can definitely be a gateway for releasing energies from these other bodies, your emotional, your mental, and your energy body. So you need to be very careful what you are putting in it. And you need to spend time relaxing, they're saying. And really focus on being in a relaxed emotion, but also letting yourself process anything in a grounded way. You can visualize that that anything you collected that day or any emotions you're feeling are going into the earth, and just ask your guides to help you, work with crystals, and just let the emotion be there, but in a grounded way. So go outside and sit on the ground. They're saying very clearly, surrender to the emotion. You have to surrender to the emotion. You have to let it be there and be aware of it. And they're saying that you can handle it. They're saying that you can handle the emotion. You're not a weak person. You don't need escapes like this. So they're saying that you have to give yourself some credit. You know, even all that sleeping and everything that you did, that was a lot to go through and a lot to process that you recovered from. So you have to give yourself some credit that you can process through tougher emotions and you don't have to go to some escape. Okay. So then really quickly, I'll just say as far as the question that you had about your finances, it really feels like something is underway that you're not really seeing quite yet. So it doesn't really feel like this is something that you need to push quite yet, even if there's this tendency to do that. But there's also a feeling that what is happening with you right now in terms of these emotions and everything that you're going through, it kind of feels like that's enough to sort of focus on. But also the main thing is, it just feels like you're going to be doing something else. Obviously, with the same career that you're doing, you're going to be doing the same thing in that sense, but it just feels like there's going to be something a little bit different involved with that when it comes to the exact way that you're going to be making money. So I feel like later you're going to see that, you're going to know exactly what that is, and you're not going to feel so much resistance when it comes to earning money. So it feels like the resistance is coming from, one, everything that you're already processing in terms of your emotions and everything, and then two, the fact that this just isn't quite what's to come. Even though you're in the right field, it just feels like the exact thing within that field, the exact way that you're going to be making money through it, hasn't quite come to you yet. You don't quite know what that is yet. So it feels like that's fine. And so in that sense, it's natural to have resistance. And it doesn't really feel like you should push. It does feel like you should go with your natural tendencies when it comes to that. But when it comes to this other thing, that's different. That's not a natural tendency, it's a habit. So that's something that they want you to work through. And okay, and that's all that they had to say for this reading. So thank you very much for another reading, Sirius Business, and I truly hope that it benefits you.